Start her up.
Hey, what's up, guys? Different Trends here. Welcome back to another train video. Today we got a good show for you today.
I think it's going to be good. Let me get this camera all in here. We're starting up the stream. Let me get the computer all smoothed up so we can see what we're doing. How's everybody today?
Good.
Beautiful, beautiful day out here in Illinois today, right, George?
Yes, it is very good.
Lots going on. Thanks for joining us at our different time. Hope that it
Yeah.
worked out for everybody coming in today.
Yeah. I sure do hope it worked out.
Yeah, well, we have a good show. It should be lots of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So one of our favorites going to be on today, right,
Yeah,
George?
Ben's Trains. So, yeah, pretty excited about that.
Well, tell me what you know about Ben's Trains, George.
Well, he's around. So he's a fellow YouTuber. He's on Discord. He collects a lot of post-war. That's his love of trains.
Post-war what?
Post-war line-out trains.
Oh, and that's okay, right?
Yes.
For those people
Yeah.
that are not. All right,
So
cool.
yeah, that's what we're going to be going over there, checking out his layout collection. And yeah, so Ben's comic says I got to wait for my training to clear out before I do work on the carpet, so I got it.
All right, that's fine. I think we're doing a little lagging here. I doubt that this isn't a... there we go. We're back. Got a little buffer there. I hope that that's not something that's going to be... So we're planning on Ben's on the stream here, and so you can check in with Ben. He's chalking on the stream, and Ben will be on about the 2 o'clock hour. I think we're going to roll into the 2 o'clock hour. We'll have Ben join us up. But in the meantime, what I'd like to invite everybody to do is down in the description below, we have, hold on a second here. Down in the description below, we have a link to Ben's webpage. And I have a goal today. This is my own personal goal. I have a goal to try and help Ben get to at least 75 subscribers today. He's loves trains, got a really cool YouTube channel. I think that for a lot of people my age, if you watch his YouTube channel, it'll harken back to our youth and playing with trains. So check it out. But what I'd like you to do is check out his webpage, scroll through some of his stuff,
Yeah.
and or watch some of his videos.
Yeah.
He's got some great videos. And please subscribe. I don't want you to just go over there and subscribe, because then the bots in the algorithm might kick off the subscription, and he'll go up, but then he'll come down. But go over there, take a look at some of his videos, comment, and then please subscribe to his channel. Like I said, my goal today is to get Ben up to about 75 subscribers if you can.
Yeah.
So if you're here and want to help a fellow YouTuber, check it out. Wait till you see his stuff.
Oh yeah, it's so cool. So cool.
Got some big steamers running around on the layout, hitting some curb clearances that we're not used to.
Just gotta go check the car real quick.
Is that an 18-inch car?
Yeah, right. Where are you?
All right. Sorry about that, folks. Got some big trains running today. What do we got running, George?
We got 1218. And we have 4006 big boy. So class A and the big boy.
Very good, very good. Two of the big ones. Never run that 1218 yet, or we did,
Yeah,
but
we
it was
ran
a
it once,
long
but it was a
time
long
ago
time
on the
ago.
stream.
Yeah, so this is actually this is the first articulated locomotive we got. And
The first command control, well, no, the first command control one, I'm going to say that I have, but Grandpa got one back in 1996 when he got that yellow belly.
Yeah.
But that's the first one we actually got up, going, and operating, command
Yes,
control.
correct, yes. And it's pretty cool. One of my favorite models that we have. We've run the crap out of it, that's for sure.
We sure do.
But yeah, and then we've got the big boy over here, the newer big boy to the collection.
Cool.
But yeah.
Good stuff. Well, man, I'm kind of bummed out, George, about our curve clearances not working out with our big steam locomotives. That's going to have to be a big undertaking.
Oh yeah.
To get that all fixed. It's the corners with long passenger cars, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's check some people in today. Good to see everybody here on a Saturday. Jigoku Samurai's first in the door. Let's get him a whistle.
Oh, shoot. Oh, well, this is awkward.
Awkward. We're whistleless. There we go. Ours Trains here. Texas Train Masters in the house. Train Store. We have Bill Losey. Bill Losey's a newer name around here. Thanks for coming in. Of course, the one, the only, Wally Roderick, who's on the stream here. That's me commenting from right here. And of course, we got the star of the day, Ben's Trains. Good to see you here, Ben. Grandpa's here. Says, hello, Wally. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Grandpa. We're going to give you a call after the stream. George and I are headed out on the road, driving around a little bit. So we're going to give you a holler. There we go. Let's see. We got Robert Searcy here. Cicely, I think is, I'm probably saying it wrong. Mami Lulu's here. Lourdes Hernandez. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. James Ring. What's that? Oh, we didn't. Tim Franz in the house. Good stuff. We got James Ring, who suggests that we need to do a I Love Toy Train style intro. It's a great show for you today. Jason Volk's here, checking in from Springfield, Illinois. Another fellow Illinois person here. Good. Charlie's Model Trains is in the house. Angel Garcia's checking in. How's it going? Hey, and do you know who's with Mommy Lulu today?
Who?
Or it might be instead of Mommy Lulu. Yaya's here.
Hey.
Mommy Yaya. Got Matt's Trains in the house, George? Jack the Rail Fan. We got lots of family here today. We also got Grandma Nita here. I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah, let's see. Stephen Cofrell's here. Good to see ya. Thanks for coming in. BNSF Bishop's here. Angel Garcia says we should play a WWE style Big Show song and then replace this instead of saying Big Show, it would be Big Boy.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
That would be good, wouldn't it? I like that. All right. James Rings checking in saying Seaboard's his favorite NW2. I think that's a favorite of a lot of people. That's what we had on the thumbnail clip today.
Yes, that is. Ben's NW2.
Right. Charlie's Model Train says he likes the Santa Fe NW2s. No, I've got a custom NW2, a Santa Fe. It's a blue and yellow one. That one's my favorite. That one matches our 7.5 gauge train.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might have to bring that out if we're having an NW2 show and tell, because that's one of my favorites. I initially bought that one to be a racing engine, George. Yeah, I was going to race the heck out of that. I raced it a few times. I thought this is just too nice to race.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool engine.
Yeah, it's not dinged up at all. It's just got like this.
That's it's just the little scratches.
Oh, right. So Jar Jar from Connecticut's here. Connecticut Kenny says, hello on this cold and windy Saturday. Hope y'all are doing well. Well, it's about 65 or about low 60s here in Chicago, so we're doing good. Doing good. All right, Ben Train says, I just gained 2 subscribers. Thanks for the shout out. We'll keep shouting it out all day. Goal is to get Ben to 75 subscribers here today. I know that's a lofty goal, but we're going to share the stream with him today. Wait till you get a chance to go check out his layout. I know that you and I had a chance to go see it beforehand. George, what's your favorite part of this layout?
I don't know. I just like how he's got this cabin on it, and it's cabin. He's a Boy Scout, and the cabin on the layout represents the crew where it has the crew's crew coming on.
Okay, cool. Yes, turn that down a little bit, George. And if you can scoot your chair up a little bit, that way I look sideways at you. There you go, like that. That's good. That's good. You got this, George. Like we've been doing this for a long time, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I was thinking about that today. We probably put about 20 hours a week in the live stream. We're live for about 12 hours a week. And then the behind the scenes stuff, we put in probably about an hour a day getting stuff. It's like a part-time job, dude.
I know, yeah, it's crazy, actually.
We make a...
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of is.
Yeah.
10 cents a day part.
10 cents a day. All right. So, hey, you know who we did not get that's checking in? Is we've got D. Klingers checking in. Another one of the guys from the Discord group. LGL Rail Yards checking in. Good to see ya. Get that man a whistle. Let's see. We got Joe Charlie's saying that your big boy's been speeding today, huh, George?
Yeah, it is.
Let's see, Brian Burns checking in. Saying he's lecturing 1218, George. Yeah. So Ben says he's all set. When we are, Ben, we're going to get you on at 2 o'clock. That's the plan, 2 o'clock. So hang tight. Texas Train Master says, your attention please. This is the first boarding call for GFW trains bound for Ben's trains and all points west. Please have your tickets ready and for inspection. First boarding will begin boarding call for GFW trains. Love it. So Tim says, I wish the Class A had the same whistle as the JLC Y6B. I don't like that whistle at all. I do.
I don't know. It kind of just reminds me of my childhood. I don't know why.
Yep.
That's what I heard all the time. So.
D. Klinger says, I finished fixing my N-scale drain hopper that fell off my layout. Took like 2 weeks to fix.
Oh, yeah, I bet it.
So James Ring was a concept guy. Let's see here. James Ring says, I have a concept of an NW2 for my B&MC railroad that is green and yellow with blue lettering. Ooh, that sounds like a pretty one. I like all your concepts, James. Always love it when you're throwing those out there. Your railroads, your trains. LGL Rail Yards asking if you like MSTS, George.
I just on Train Simulator. I mean, I have it. Haven't played it in a long time. I think it's cool, but never really. Last time I played it, I was too little to understand everything, so I'd always end up accidentally crashing the train. But yeah.
So Ben's saying that he found a real neat looking 666 on eBay that I'm thinking about getting and may invest in. That's a nice little engine. That's a fun Marx train, and they're good looking Marx trains. That was almost George's racing engine for the $20 challenge.
Yeah, it was.
So Charlie's Model Train's checking in. I think that might be his first time getting a whistle. He says it's snowing where he's at. Snowing, eh? That's crazy. Where's he at?
I don't know.
Oh, he said in May. I thought, all right, at the time. Gotcha. So LGL Rail Yards checking in, saying, hey, Ben. Ben's our featured guest today here. Should be lots of fun. Lots of fun to see him. If you haven't subscribed already, check out his channel. There's a link in the Discord. There's a link in the description below. Check out his channel, watch some of his videos, and subscribe to him. We'll wait right here if you want to go do that. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Watch some videos, subscribe to his channel. We're hoping to get Ben as close as we can. I know this is a big jump, but if we can get Ben to 75, that would be really cool.
What's he at now?
I'm not sure. I think he was at like 53 when we started this. So you got to keep pumping that channel. One other thing I forgot to mention is we got a little switch of schedule a little bit next week, right?
Yeah, correct. We're going to be doing the live streams later from about 5:30 to 6:30, just because I have some things going on next week. But yeah, we'll still have the live streams. They'll just be pushed back later.
Yeah, we got some things going on in the day. So our Monday stream, our Wednesday stream, and our Thursday streams are going to start at 5:30 this next upcoming week. 5 o'clock or on Friday, we'll be back to our normal time. We're going to be celebrating the GFW Train's birthday, May 15th.
Correct. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Right on, and tomorrow's National Train Day, George.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Remember?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
What does it signify? Let's see if you remember.
The transcontinental railroad, the Golden Spike. Yeah.
You got this?
Yeah.
Almost like you like trains, huh, George?
Yeah,
Almost. All right. Oh, how we doing on likes today, George? That thumbs up.
We
We don't have the Santa Fe Queen down here helping us, but
No, we don't. If you like hit the like button so we can do a voice call tonight. But yeah. Ain't this as well? I found a congressional JLC GD1 on eBay. Never opened in the box. Brand new for $450.
wow,
What do you think?
that's a good deal.
Do you think we should take it to die? We were talking to it. He was telling us about it last night. Tim tells us we should buy it because it's got a return policy in case the trucks are all crappy.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
There we go. That sounds like a good deal. I'm getting yelled at on the screen right now, George.
Why is that?
Tomorrow's not National Train
What's
Day.
today?
Today is National Train Day. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. May 9th is the day. Well, that's cool. It's the closest Saturday to May 10th is National Train Day. I think the Transcontinental Railroad got completed on May 10th. But National Train Day is the closest. We're going to have to go doing some rail fan. I always like to call it train spotting. That's a European term. Train spotting.
You want to see the mallard? Then it's train spotting.
Yeah. So, let's see. Charlie says it's snowing where he's at. Snowing. Oh. Brian Burns says he's looking at a nickel plate TMCC mallet. Should I take the dive? Yes. Yes. Nickel plate's also one of my favorite railroads as well. I lived for 3 years by the nickel plate, George. Yeah, when I lived in Indiana.
Yeah.
Yep, nickel plate came through, or old nickel plate. New Norfolk and Southern came right by my house when I lived in Indiana. Valparaiso. Lived in Valparaiso, Indiana for 3 years.
Is that what Mr. Lincoln likes to nickel plate so much?
Could be. I'm not sure why, but that's a very good thing. He was lived in Valparaiso there too. James Volk checking in says that the Class A whistle is called a hooter. Or a wet whistle. A hootie? Or a wet whistle. Yeah. James Ring, what I did is I combined the Maine Central and the Boston and Maine Railroad to get one giant New England Railroad.
Wow.
There we go. There we go.
Sounds like something New England Rail fan would come up with too.
Yeah.
He's all into that fictional railroad stuff.
I lost my place. LJL's wondering if you like the Casino Canal Line trains, George.
Yes, I think that engine's really cool. That's in Trains a New Era, I'm pretty sure. Pretty cool engine too.
All right, here's the either or from LJL. Trains or Microsoft Train Simulator, George?
Trains. I like trains way better. Microsoft Train Simulator is cool, but I don't know. If I was born a couple years earlier, then it would probably be MSTS. But you know, I grew up playing trains. You know.
Yeah. Charlie's out there in New Jersey. And he says it's not supposed to snow in May.
Yeah. No.
True that, man. True that. True that. LJL's tuning in. That's good. He says, let's get this live stream to 60 likes.
Whoa. Well,
If we get to 60 likes, I'll do a challenge, LJL.
Whoa, what is that challenge?
I don't know. Within reason, I'm gonna let LJL pick. LJL, you tell me what you think. I'm gonna do an LJL challenge if we get to 60 likes, and I'll do an LJL challenge too, if we get the Ben to 75 subscribers. What do you think I should do for 75 subscribers, George?
Buy a new engine. I'm just kidding. I don't know. That's a tough one. Maybe show everybody an engine you've never ran before.
Oh, that's a good one. I'll up the ante on that. I'll do that and something if we get Ben's trains to 75 subscribers.
So like show an engine that you've never run or shown to the channel before.
I will admit on YouTube that George is the greatest train racer, and he's beat me every time that we've raced on.
Except for once.
You guys can record it.
Really? Wait.
Get
Yeah.
Ben to 75 subscribers. I'll do that.
You just did.
Well, no, I mean
Like
that
actually
was
like have a full
that was
video.
hashtag
attention.
LOL.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the worst train racer. I'm just kidding.
All right. So Brian was saying the National Train Day is the closest Saturday to May 10th. Did not know that. So it's today and not tomorrow. But tomorrow is the actual day when the Golden Spike was in. Wonder if they're doing anything. I didn't even look today to see if there's anything that's going on for National Train Day.
Yeah, I don't know. That is something. I bet you they're doing something out there at Promontory Point. That's where that is. Yeah, Promontory Point. Probably photo shoot. Well, actually, no. I don't know. It's a
It's a tough one. We'll have to check.
Yeah.
George, you like Delay and Block Productions?
What's that? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, do I like? Yeah, I do. I think it's cool. Yeah.
Texas Trainmaster said, what was it? The two engines said pilots touching head-to-head, face-to-face on the same track and half a world behind their backs at Promontory Point.
Yeah.
That's
I've never been to Promontory Point.
I've never been to Promontory Point
Grandma
either.
and Grandpa go there all the time.
Right. I'd like to get out there. They've got those two antique-style engines out there that come back and forth and do recreation daily.
Really cool. In fact, my aunt is a park ranger, and that's a national park out there. And
yeah, right.
She gets to travel a lot just for her job being a park ranger, because she's got some pretty high street credit in the park ranger.
She does.
And
Antoinette.
she got to see
Big time.
She got to see the blueprints for those engines, the original or the blueprints that they used to make those engines.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
She sent me pictures too, and she stayed in this station. I'm pretty sure, as a
out there at Promontory Point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But yeah.
Wow. Let's see here. D. Klinger's checking in. We're getting Ben closer and closer to the goal. He's got 57 subscribers right now.
Wow.
Getting him to 75. If you're not a subscriber of Ben's Trains,
Go
go and subscribe to Ben's Trains. We want to get that young man up to 75 today. 75. The link to his channel is in the description below, and we'll be rolling over to his house at the 2 o'clock hour to check out his train layout and doing a little interview with him. Hey, George, got a new person checking in. More Trains Productions. Thanks for coming in here today, checking out the stream, hanging out with us. I know it's a little bit different. We were worried about not having as many people streaming it.
What about this actually?
Yeah, looks like it's about to stream about 24. We got a new high just the other day, George. We got it to 33. We've never had more than 33.
Really?
Yeah, well, we don't stream at the.
We had 36 one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We don't really stream at the best time to get people to come in and watch it, but we do enjoy watching it or having the streams and hanging out with the people that we do.
Yeah.
And it seems to be our unique time. We're not butting up against anybody else doing any other streams. I'm afraid next week we probably butt up against some guys that are usual YouTube streamers, but we'll see how that goes. We might have to change our streams to that so that I can be around, or to one of those days at around that time when I have to go back to the office.
Yeah.
Been working the whole time. Just now I gotta go.
Go back to
Right. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. Brian says, Ben's Trains, I hope we accomplish your goal and my goal. Charlie's Model Train says, at GFW Trains, George, that hat's getting a little dirty. Speaking of hats, we got a new one featured in the background today, George.
Dude, yeah, I forgot about that.
I rolled that one out here. Anybody see that one? I don't know if you can see it too well in the stream. Anybody got any ideas what railroad that is? We got the conductor hat from the Metro on this side. That would be, if you guys are looking at it, on your left. And the other one's a new one there. It says collector.
Collector, yeah. That's like
Ticket collector. Train collector.
Oh, I was gonna say. Did you think?
So we got one that says conductor. We got one that says collector, which I really like calling it collector.
Yeah.
And then we got one that says train man, George. Right, right. George says, if you get an engine over those Penn Central rails today, I'll shave my beard.
Yeah, we have a joke. You know those like bent up piece of guardrails
Yeah.
in my room? He said if I get an engine over those rails today on the voice chat,
He'd shave his beard,
shave
huh?
his beard, so
Yeah, people like that. People are laughing about that one.
oh yeah.
LG rail, okay. Brian Burns says, if you make 75, you have to buy him an M1. I'd like to buy myself an M1.
Yeah. You can find an M1 for $50.
And I found a cool train yesterday. I was kicking around whether I should buy it or not. I think I've decided against it, trying to save my ducats. Save my ducats. LGL Rail Yard says there are a lot of oil-burning steam locomotives in Texas. Yep, and ask Texas Train Master if he likes coal or oil. Texas says he likes both of them. Just so you know, George. Yeah, I'm afraid that we're chatting to the choir here with people subscribing to Ben's Trains. Most people on here already are subscribed to Ben's Trains. Don't worry, there's a few people out there that haven't. Hopefully we'll suck them in and we'll get them to subscribe. So we can get you there. Let's see here. News just in that Ben's hit 60 subscribers, George.
Wow.
Not bad, huh? Just 15 more to go. LGL says I have 471 subscribers. Right now I'm hoping to get to 500. That's cool. LGL likes to do a lot of rail fan. He got him some good content on there. Jigoku says since you have 2 of those caps, you should both wear them on a stream sometime. I'm game. If you can talk George into doing it, I'll wear that hat. I've worn that hat to train shows. Oh, now he's big time. Turning that thing around.
Yeah.
Texas Train Master's got a trivia question, and I like this trivia question. Who drove the Golden Spike on that day in 1869? That I don't know.
Yeah. Jerry. Jerry did.
Jerry Herdeduda. Jerry Herdeduda. Harry Duda.
Jerry did it.
Jerry does a lot of things around our house.
I
I'm
know,
sure that
man.
he's the one that
He
was there.
started the moon. He was on the moon before.
Well, he was
Armstrong.
there.
Yeah, he was there. He videotaped the whole thing.
So the joke around our house is that when somebody asks a question about somebody and you don't know the answer to who it is, the answer is Jerry Herdeduda.
Jerry Harry.
I got a question. Everybody's saying that I need to buy Ben something if we get him to 75 subscribers. How come I need to buy him something?
I don't know.
I think everyone's just joking around with me. So, let's see here. James Ring is Ben's at 60 subscribers. Let's push him 15 more. That's my goal. That's my goal, everybody. Make sure you watch a couple of those videos. Give them a thumbs up and a like. Otherwise, the YouTube bots will kick those subscribers off later, thinking that it shows up as a flag sometimes, as a sub for sub. In fact, one day after we were featured on somebody's live streams, our subs went way up, and then we had the worst day where we had so many people get kicked off of.
Yeah, I wonder why YouTube does that.
We had we had -6 in our subscriber count one day because people subscribed, which is really cool. But then they didn't watch any channels. They booted the subscribers from us. So. Yep. Jigoku Samurai says I'm only at 40 subs, but it's understandable since I don't have many videos. we'll get those out there. I think that's one of the ways you can get more subs. The more videos you put out, the more subs that you have. I tell you what, the hard part about this for me internally, I really enjoy doing these live streams. We spend a lot of time. I think if I spent that same amount of time putting out videos, like George is trying to yawn there. If I spent that same amount of time putting videos together and putting those out, I bet you we would have a lot more subscribers that we get than through the live streams. But I think that the live streams are a lot more fun, just hanging out with people and chatting, and hopefully you have as good a time as that we have. Let's see here. Charlie's Model Train says that Andrew Garcia, if you shave your beard, you have to do it on a video call.
Yeah, that's right. Tonight. Yeah, great. I gotta figure out a way to run the train over that though. We'll figure something out.
I like this. This is the answer, George, too. Hit the first the spike in. It says the correct answer is nobody knows. Thomas Durant, the president of the UP, tried and missed. Governor Leland Stanford, president of the CP, tried and missed. So somebody unknown and sober hammered in the spike. That
me.
must have been my kind of party.
No, that was me. That was
George Woodward.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah. Unknown and sober.
Unknown and sober.
I wasn't.
God, that must have been some party, dude. Can you imagine that if the president of the two railroads were so drunk they couldn't pound it? They probably, I don't know if they were drunk, but I bet you they didn't even know how to do that.
Yeah, they were probably like, oh, I can't rip my suit.
LGL Railway Yard is asking, GFW, can you please wear one of the hats? Well, here's what I'm going to do, LJL. What was the number that LJL wanted us to get to? 60 thumbs up?
Yeah.
LJL, if you can help me pump this video up to 60 thumbs up. 60. I know that's a big ask. I'll wear a choice of conductor hats. A Metro conductor hat or a CNW conductor hat or collector hat on the next stream. I'll wear that for the whole stream. Texas Trainmaster is checking in, says, attention, please. This is the second boarding call for GFW trains bound for Ben's trains and all points west. Please make your way to the platform with your tickets ready.
GG1 has been purchased. Oh, nice.
Good stuff.
Now you gotta run it.
That'd be cool. It's just over here thinking about how I'm going to have to change my trains up here a little bit because we've got some issues with spacing of all of these big locomotives that are running around now. I thought that I had that all squared away, but I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
Talk about something that bums you out. That's a lot of work to get done. But as I'm looking at it, I think I've got a couple ideas I think will work out. I think I have a couple ideas. Look at the big brain on Papa, George. Right here.
Grandpa says that if you have ever tried to hit a spike with the sledgehammer, you'll understand how hard it is.
That's true. I bet you had all of these fancy pants presidents.
Yeah.
Some dandies out there.
I bet you they hadn't even picked up a hammer.
And Grandpa's right. It's probably not that easy.
Yeah.
Angel says, time for the christening. Christening at GG1. Beautiful. Well, Angel, that's probably a good graduation celebration present.
Yeah. He hasn't told his mom yet, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully she won't have any problem with that. Pretty soon, Angel's going to be a graduated man, get his job in the aerospace industry, and rock and roll.
He can buy all the jail CDs.
Right. That was, we bought the silver one? Oh, that's a pretty one.
But the one you bought, remember the one I showed you? It's a different one. It's one that's cheaper. It's never been out of the box.
Oh, no kidding. And
Yeah.
you had the guarantee?
I think, guaranteed.
Oh, he's talking about the Congressional Central, I think, not the JLCB GG1. You have to tell us which one you got, Angel. LGL Rail Yard saying, attention passengers, train number 1, the Leech Valley Flyer is allowing passengers on the platform. If this is your train, then get on it. This train is bound for Tokyo, Japan, from Chicago, Illinois. James says, George, about the French notation, it is the wife notation, but a little one-sided.
You'll have to
James, you're gonna have to explain that one a little bit more. I'm a little confused on that. All right, give me a little wink, but I don't understand what you mean. LGL saying, attention passengers, train number 1, the Leech Valley Flyer is now departing. If you missed your train, too bad, so sad, come back another day.
Yeah, just like the rain.
uh,
So,
so what you guys been chatting about on the Discord group, George?
just train stuff. We're talking about the modular.
Why don't you tell everybody who's watching about the Discord server?
So basically, the Discord server is a way for us to communicate when we're not on the live stream. It's been really fun. We have, and it's on Discord. There's a link in the description to the video or the Discord chat. And it's really fun. I think we have about 40 members on it, and we talk pretty much every day just about trains and stuff like that, and we have voice calls every once in a while. It's pretty fun. So, yeah.
That sounds cool. That sounds cool. A lot of people that are around here kind of go over there and kind of do a little after hours chat, huh?
Yeah, correct.
Good, good. So, tell me about that 1218 a little bit more, George.
So the 1218 was came out around the same time as the Big Boy did. So we like to call it. I came up with the name the Bad Boys today because they're the cause of the lawsuit between Lionel and MTA.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's the reason why the lawsuit happened. So
In fact, let me go see if I can find that car.
okay. Well, anyways.
You have to explain the lawsuit, George.
So basically, what happened is Lionel actually copied the bodies of or the moldings of MTH's articulated steam locomotive. So they copied the mold on the Big Boy, the Class A, and the Allegheny, I'm pretty sure. And MTH started a whole lawsuit against them. And it was a huge deal at the time, and then everybody started suing everybody over a bunch of stupid stuff. But yeah, sadly Lionel was in the wrong on this one. Ooh, boy, I'm gonna have to turn this off. But yeah, so and after they were done, they came out with boxcars. Lionel did on the lawsuit, and they had shredded papers from the lawsuit. How many of those cars do you think were made?
I don't know, George. It's a good question.
Probably got to be pretty rare. I mean,
For me, with my passing interest in the law, had to get one.
yeah. So I'm sure you understood everything that was going on at the time too. Or how would you like find information about that? Just like from
Court documents, George.
Oh, really?
Yep. I'd look up court documents and see what was going on. We got a little unboxing here. Oh, look at that. It's got the dates. 4500 to 5108.
That's how long it lasted?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
wow.
long time. There we go. There's another. Run this one on the train behind that Big Boy.
Okay.
Inside of there's shredded documents. And I like one of the first things I can read in here says, something matters and adversary proceedings have, I think these might be settlement documents. I've never read this before.
Really?
There we go. Shredded paperwork.
Steven has one too. I think it's cool because each one of these cars is unique and they're special in their own way because each of the paper inside's all different, you know.
It's a fun car.
Oh yeah.
That's a fun car. See, Ben's Train says Lionel lost to MTH in a lawsuit, but still is in business, and Lionel is better than MTH in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of people that agree. The lawsuit was settled, and the settlement allowed MTH to produce some Lionel trains, and I always thought it was funny when the MTH produced trains that were MTH trains that had Lionel licensing, or that had Lionel on the box.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, you know. They do that. They still do that with their series stuff.
Well, that's what I'm referring to. That's what I'm referring to.
I think it's kind of sad that they rely on the Lionel stuff to sell.
What's the brand? You know, Lionel's been around since since 1900. And yeah. All right, I'm lost where I was at on the stream. Let's see here. Ben's train saying, no, it's all aboard the Postwar Express. That's the train you ride to get to his channel. It's a Postwar 773 pulling the Madison cars.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. James Ring says the French notation is basically if people looked at one side of a steam locomotive and classified it from its one side. For instance, the mountain type is a 241 instead of a 482. All right, now I get it.
The big boy would be a 2442. How weird that would be.
Yeah, that would be.
That's a T1. No, T1's 2 or 4444.
So LJL Rail Yard says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Texas Special now arriving on track 1 from Dallas. Engineer is Texas Trainmaster. And Texas Trainmaster checking in, and this is what the story of the Promontory Point says. What happened on the night before is everyone had a party and had too much to drink, and they all had hangovers the next day, except for a few workers. And he now has 94 subscribers. Well, good. That's a fun story that everyone was out partying the night before and probably rolled in the next day, a little bit of hungover, a little bit drunk.
Yeah, it is actually kind of funny. Something like high school.
High school?
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. You always see that in the movies, if you know what I mean.
High school? They can't even drink in high school. Oh, gosh. All right. Texas was asking if I ever tried to open up that mint car and put the documents back together, George.
I don't know. That'd be actually kind of cool. But I don't know. I think what makes it cool is the documents on the inside of the car.
So Ben's train saying that honestly it doesn't matter who won. Lionel's still better. Agreed.
No, I don't hate NTAs.
We go on Tetris, George.
Oh boy. Oh no.
People can still hear us, so.
Yeah, that's
Steven said that he went and found his the other day, and it's on display.
good. Oh wow.
I like that one. So Angel's saying he's excited about his GG1. It's the first of its kind in his collection.
Yeah, that is cool. When is it coming? Oh, I think it said the shipping date was May 15th. So, on my birthday.
Nice.
This is a nice car.
It is, isn't it?
Is this expensive? Or not?
Yeah, it was, but that was one that I really wanted, so
Yeah.
I took the plunge and bought it.
Yeah, it's got nice metal trucks, springs. I always love the trucks with springs on the trucks. I don't know. Just made it seem more realistic.
Hey! Guess who's here?
You
Santa Fe Queen! Harry Rollis is here. Give him a whistle. He's checking in. Says he saw Adam Family Diners. We're also going to give you the Santa Fe Queen some props. Hey, Santa Fe Queen, how you doing today? Good. Did you come down to run trains or just give us a little hello? Or all of the above? We got a message from Mama? Nope. This is just coming down to hang out, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, welcome, Santa Fe Queen.
Yeah, welcome.
Santa Fe Queen. George, why don't you you want to run a train?
Sure.
Very good. All right, you're running the 1218 today. Why don't you show her how to do that, George?
You know how to do it, right?
Let's see here. James Ring's asking Texas Trainmaster Trivia for you. What two railroads ran 3 different gauges from Cripple Creek, Colorado to Galveston, Texas?
Rio Grande.
What do you think, Anita?
I don't know.
Don't know, huh? Good. Hey, well, we're going to go over to go watch somebody's train layout here in about 10 minutes. Good friend James. I'm going to head over to his house. Not James. Oh, Ben. I'm sorry, Ben.
Yeah.
James was the last person I read. Yep. So, Santa Fe, do you have a favorite engine? Did we ask you what your favorite engine was, Anita?
What is it? Niner.
Oh, she threw a niner, a dash niner. Is it a Dash Niner?
Santa Fe Dash 9.
Yeah, Santa Fe Dash 9.
Anita coming in with a Santa Fe Dash Niner. Nice. Nice. So what have you been up to today, Anita?
I was dancing.
Ah, dance upstairs in the living room.
Yes.
LGL Rayard says, how is Her Majesty of the Santa Fe doing today?
Good.
I love that. Her Majesty of the Santa Fe.
I like that too.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. James Ring says the answers on the Colorado Southern and the Fort Worth and Denver Railroads.
Oh, interesting.
Good, good. So we're having problems, Anita. I want George to run one and you to run one, but we're having problems on the corners. Both of the trains can't be on the Met corner at the same time. I think the other one. That one too. Are you sure?
That's the one that hit yesterday.
But it was two different trains. So it was this one on the inside hitting a different train.
I don't want to try it.
When you say that you're going to his house,
We're gonna
are you gonna like go?
Voice call.
we're gonna voice call him, Discord call him. Yeah. We got some technology going on here, Anita. Some technology. Yep. We got some internet technology. We got some smartphones technology.
It hasn't been acting up, right?
Well, it's been kind of acting up, but we haven't been kicked off all the screen yet. We got Tetris.
Tetris.
That's what we call it. I haven't downloaded it. I haven't gotten the music yet, Anita. I've got to get that music.
Yeah.
It's like Xbox.
Yeah, I'll find it. Don't worry, I'll find it. I just didn't do it yesterday. I wasn't feeling so good after the stream yesterday. I stayed up late because I got done with the 1,000 subscribers special. All right, raise the roof on that. We're going to be debuting that one a week from today. A week from today, we're going to be debuting the 1,000 subscriber special.
Yeah, it's saying hi. Yeah, saying hi.
Hi,
Yeah, Her Majesty of the Santa Fe. George knows how to read Spanish.
Oh yeah. Now I see it.
High school Spanish.
I see it.
He said, hola, or hi, my precious. It's Yaya. That's what she said.
Andrew Garcia says, so I just checked. It's a JLC GG1. So you're down to double head, Wally? Of course. That's going to be really, really cool one to double head. Andrew Garcia's checking in with Yaya saying, hola.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see if it
Santa
comes
Fe
back.
Dash Niner for Anita.
Coming back.
Coming back around, that thing's coming good. We're not on track, LJL, to get that head on. We're only at 24 likes, and I haven't seen how many we've got for Ben's trains yet in terms of subscribers. We want to get that to 75 for Ben's trains.
Hi.
Yep. Oh, so wait, say it right there loud.
Smash that like button and click the subscribe. And then there will be a little bell button.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of doing a YouTube channel, Anita?
No.
No?
We need a Kylie Jenner look channel.
No.
Anita, can you wear one of those hats? No.
Look like fire right now. From,
All right, Ben's all set on his end. He's ready when we are. Well, we'll get there in about 10 minutes there, Ben.
Ben is at 60 subs.
He's been hovering at 60. Let's... Are you leaving now, Anita? Can you do me a favor? Can you go up and get my iPhone? I'm sorry. But it was just a bit. Do you want to keep... We have some company down here. I'm glad that you're down here. Do you want to race some trains? I don't know. Anita's down here. She doesn't come down here that much. I wanna include her in on the live stream. It's pretty neat. Do you wanna drive some trains on the remote control? What do we got? Why don't you pick out a train? Pick out a train. We'll run a train. You pick it out. Pick a train. Any train. Which one? No, this is you. You pick it out, Anita. Let's see what the Queen of the Santa Fe picks out. Doesn't have to be Santa Fe. It can be anything, Anita. What's that? Sure, yeah. You can run the GG1 if you want to run the GG1. You want to run the GG1?
Yeah, we'll be able to run both of them at the same time.
And Ben's Train said, I remember if I reach 75 subs, George owes him an NW2 locomotive. All right, thanks, Anita. All right. Here, let me grab this back. Texas Train Master says that he's having a live stream after this. So if you want to head over there to Texas Train Master, oh, I accidentally deleted that one. Texas, sorry about that one. Let me see if I can get that back on. Nope. So I accidentally deleted Texas Train Master's message, but he's having a live stream after this. If you want to head over to his channel right afterwards, after we're done over here. Tim's Train says I bought our railroad track layout software during the week, and it came today. Going to play around with it. That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to see what you get. What kind of cool creations.
It's National Train Day.
It is National Train Day, isn't it?
Yes.
Are they doing anything cool around, Anita?
No, I just found George Bowman.
Yeah, happy National Train Day. Got my friends checking in. Give me a happy National Train Day wish. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes.
So, Anita's getting the GG1's your final answer? And she eating some cookies. You baked those cookies yesterday, huh?
Yes.
What kind of cookies you bake, Anita?
Peanut butter.
Very good. Hey, Humanity's here. Humanity Junction. Ben's Train, I thought you were getting a cab forward, is what he was asking.
No.
I think so. He loves cab forwards. Ben's Trains loves cab forwards. By the way, I'm going to have to do another plug here. We've been plugging Ben's Trains because we're going over to his house. But George, I got up this morning and I rolled over to my phone, and the first video that came up was a video that Humanity Junction put out yesterday. It is so cool.
Really?
Yeah, man. I tell you what, one of the things that I certainly appreciate, besides pixelization and being part of a Tetris game, but hopefully everybody can hear me when I talk, is that one of the things I really appreciate is when somebody puts a lot of effort into the cinematography behind their videos. And Humanity Junction does. He had a really cool video, and I tell everybody to go check out his video when we're done with the stream here today. He basically, I can't remember the name of the park, but there was the Amtrak line runs underneath the park.
Oh, really?
In New York City. And he follows it through the park where you can see the different spots where the train's underneath there and shows you the tunnel where it comes out. It's so neat. He rides his bike along where that's at.
Really?
Looks into different spots. Even shows a spot where you can see there was a lot of spots where you can see graffiti and everything. But there's one spot where on the other side of like a service door, there's like somebody who's got a bed down there where they sleep.
Really? Wow.
Would that be? I think that would be something that George would do. In fact, Humanity, I think that might have been George's.
Yeah. When I went to New York.
Yeah, but it was a really neat video, and everybody go check out that one. That one's a neat new one that he's got. James Ring coming in with a little trivia for you, Anita. What was the name of the CB&Q Streamline locomotive?
Zephyr. I was told the Zephyr.
And that came right through Yorkville.
Really?
Yeah, the Zephyr came right through Yorkville, Anita.
That's cool.
In its heyday, right down through the train tracks, not the ones through downtown, but the other ones.
I know what you're talking about.
What's that?
I think I know.
The one that's got like the McDonald's sign on the bridge? That's the one. Came right down that road. Yep. All right. Ben's slowly but surely climbing up at 61 subscribers right now. Humanity says it was Riverside Park. Yeah, we are. And again, Humanity's got a really good point here. We're on early today, and our schedule is going to be all over the place next week. And like we note below, on Monday, Tuesday, and Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I hope that I got it all wrong. Damn it. On Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we are going to be on at 5:30. Hold on a second here. Got to change this up. George has got some things going on, and I'm preparing to head back to the old brick and mortar office. So, oh man, I can't believe I had that ticker going. We're not on Tuesday. We're not doing anything on Tuesday again. But Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to be on at 5:30. A little bit different than our usual time. So same days, different times. So I had that on there wrong. Now it's up there right. We're getting close to the 2 o'clock hour where we're going to be rolling and seeing if we can hook up with Ben. Ben, you ready for us for the call?
Stop.
Let's see here. Riverside Park. James Ring says the Zephyr was the diesel and the Aeolus was the steamer. Very good, very good. My dad's got a really cool tin plate Aeolus engine or cars, I believe. I think he has the engine. It's either he has the engine and doesn't have the cars. I'm pretty sure he's got the cars, but not the engine. That's a really neat piece. That's one of the special ones in his collection. All right. So text to say GFW trains. Harry Rollins says, first time we see a stream from GFW trains from somewhere else. Well, good. Glad you're here to do that. We've done that a couple times. Generally on Saturdays, we like to try and make it out to somebody else's house to see their layouts. So, all right, Ben's all set on his end. Let's see if we can do this. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody. Some of that technology going on here, Anita. Sorry about my my ugly face.
It's not ugly.
Thank you, Anita.
Because I have half of your face.
Yeah, right.
Not half of it.
You got
like,
all of my prettiness.
I got some genes from your face. That would be saying.
All right.
Whoa.
There's our camera.
Oh, you're fuzzy.
Yeah.
Ben, we coming
I
through?
moved my hair and then it didn't work, so I had to stream.
You can turn this off. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Your
You're
hands
all right, thanks.
Attention all passengers.
All right, let's see here. Join call, join video call.
Bound for Ben's train.
All right. How you doing there, Ben? We got you?
Yep. Gotta pull up my camera here.
All right, good. Let's see. We don't have a camera going on our end yet. Hang on
See
there.
if I can.
While you're waiting, everybody, head over there to Ben's channel. The link's below. Sign up.
Yep.
Subscribe.
Attention.
How we doing over there?
There it goes.
Yeah.
Got it?
I think we're
Yeah,
coming.
there we go.
Good stuff, Ben. Uh-oh, we lost you. Oh, all right, you're turning landscape.
There we go.
All right, so we're good to go
All
on
set.
this. All right, Ben,
Cool.
let me see if I can get you up on the stream now.
Did you read that?
There we go. I think we got you.
Wait, is it on his stream or your stream?
That's on our stream, Anita. That one's coming from us right now.
Probably gotta read that one.
Well, welcome to GFW Trains live stream, Ben. Good to have you on here.
Well, thanks for having me.
Hey, well, I know that you've been participating on the stream today, but is there anything special you want to say about your YouTube channel? Why don't you tell everybody about your YouTube channel?
Subscribe.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, Ben. What's your YouTube channel about? What do you like to feature on your YouTube channel?
A little bit of everything. Post-war, I got some pre-war too, including this little guy that I just pulled out. Here, this is my only tin plate locomotive.
Oh, hey,
Oh, that's cool. Little Lionel Jr.
The
there,
Lionel
huh?
Jr.
I
Doesn't run, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get it fixed. I really want it to run.
George got this one here. I don't know if you can see it. George has got a little Lionel Jr. too. He was able to get that one fixed. Yours is in much better shape than his.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what he did, but he was able to get that one fixed. Maybe he can give you a little help on that.
Well, I don't think this one's gonna be racing anytime soon. Tell you that much.
Yeah.
Now, I told you guys about that 1668, that pre-war one. This is it right here.
Oh,
This is the first train I ever ran,
that's
ever,
that's
on my
huge.
grandfather's layout when I was 5, I believe.
Oh wow.
So I have it.
That's really cool, man. That's really cool. So your channel, let's talk about your channel a little bit first. So you've been a YouTuber for how long, Ben?
About half a year at this point.
Half a year, about 6 months. How many videos would you say
Yep.
on your channel?
Got a lot of videos posted. I used to upload like 2 times a day. Now I do like maybe once or twice a week.
Okay.
I have tried to slow down with that.
So I remember at the very beginning of your channel when George showed it to me that you used to like to run different things and then video your run sessions, right?
Yes.
And that's
I
kind
have tried to slow down with that.
So I remember at the very beginning of your channel when George showed Happy Fingers here's by the way, let's see here. So Humanity Junction's just checking in, says there's 86 videos on your channel. Good. So hold on a second. Humanity is getting on my case here. And Humanity says, I love how Anita says you're not ugly to protect her own selfish. That she's not ugly. So she is not admitting that you're ugly.
You're not ugly.
See, Humanity's a smart guy. He operates at a different intelligence level. He probably operates on your intelligence level, not on Papa's intelligence level.
Check that out.
All right, cool. We've got a lot of people that are. I don't know if you can see the stream here, and if you don't worry about it, we'll let you know what's going on the stream. But a lot of people are really liking your layout there, Ben. So that station that you're showing off there. That's a pretty cool station. Tell us a little bit about that station.
Okay, well, this is the one that I just got from YouTube for his 300 subscriber special.
Cool.
It's a post-war station.
I don't mean to cut you off there, but the vocal on it went sideways. Can you say that again? Where you got that station?
From the Ours Trains YouTube giveaway. He had a 300 subscriber giveaway on his channel. This was one of the prizes from it. I got it all fixed up. I added a chimney.
Oh, nice.
Made out of clay.
Oh, you made that out of clay?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Got it all cleaned up. I added windows in it. It was missing a few of the windows.
What'd you make those windows out of?
It's actually parts of a plastic bag.
No kidding.
Like as a Target bag. One of those plastic ones.
Yeah.
I'd cut apart and tape them in the windows there. It works just fine.
So I like the family that's waiting for a train there. Who you got waiting for the train?
Well, I don't know if many people recognize the Family Guy characters.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. They look like Lego characters. They're not Lego characters, are they?
They are, actually.
Really? Was there actually a Lego set that had the Family Guy in it? Or are they like knockoffs?
They're knockoff Legos, but they do come apart.
Oh, wow. I love it. So, So cool. Now, how long have you been doing toy trains, or how long have you liked trains?
Probably since I was 3, I believe.
Cool. And when I'm talking with you and I say toy trains, that's kind of different than some of the other guys. You truly like the toy train aspect of this, don't you?
Yeah.
Now, why is it that you like the toy train aspect of it, Ben?
Well, that was I used to watch the old Thomas and Friends TV shows, and mostly just played with my Thomas trains that I had. And then I got introduced to my grandfather's layout, which was pretty much like a 99% post-war layout. I think he had 1, maybe 2 pieces of rolling stock in his collection that were not post-war. And some of the track on his layout was probably remakes. So, other than that, about 99% post-war and pre-war.
Okay.
And the first time I saw that layout, running, which, like I said earlier, was when I was 3.
That's it. That's cool.
So,
So, all right, then you saw the trains running on his layout. Then what? Did you just fall in love right away, or how'd that work out?
pretty much. I remember I had a table that was maybe about the size of this one right here, that I would put my Thomas trains on. I remember always going home and trying to recreate his layout with my Thomas trains.
Oh, that's great.
So that was one thing I remember doing.
Hey, I might have missed this. How big was his layout? Was it about the same size as your layout now, or was it a bigger one?
It was 6 by 12.
Okay, so a little
This
bit.
is 4 by 8.
So is it
So quite a bit bigger than mine.
right? Okay. And so when you go over there, would you just sit down and just run the trains?
Yep, pretty much.
That's cool.
So
And actually, a lot of this stuff is his. Pretty much all of these cars here and this locomotive were his.
nope.
All of the track was his, except for these 031 curves. They say made in China
China.
on the ties.
What? Oh. That's modern Lionel,
Right there.
huh?
So everything off this, all the track, except for the 031 curves, is his.
Oh,
Most of my trains are his. A lot of these model cars on the layout were his, too. They were on his layout, too.
that's cool.
And that locomotive back there was my starter engine. This is the first train that I got that was actually mine.
Oh, what kind of engine is that one? Is that from a starter set?
080 steamer.
Oh, yeah, I recognize that.
These cars behind it are not, it is not the set. Only one car is actually from the set. That's this one.
Ah, all right.
I only have 3 modern locomotives, one from the MPC era and 2 they're more modern. They're in this box back here, which is
yeah.
really just 3 drawers. They're all marked new trains to separate them from all of the boxes of old stuff.
Oh yeah.
So, Ben, I got a question for you. Let's go back to your layout real quick. Oh, look at that box. That caught my attention. What you got in that box?
I was gonna pull this one out earlier, actually.
Classic Lionel outfit box
Along
you
with-
got there.
This is an original box.
Oh,
Oh wow.
you're making me drool, Ben. You're making me drool. What set is that?
This box is all mangled. This is my grandfather's first Lionel set. Still in its original box, 2026.
Oh, wow. How cool is that? Hang on to that one, man.
And
That
his
one's not only a cool
his
engine-
first actual set is this down here. This is a Marx set. His first train was a Marx. This was his first Lionel one. Still runs.
Oh wow. Man.
No kidding.
Got all the original stuff. There's a box car in here. Or no, that's the tender. This is the box car. And then there's a caboose in here, and this is a gondola.
Oh neat.
So that's all original in there.
Cool. It's always scary to handle those boxes because you don't want to ruin them, huh?
Yeah.
So getting back up to your layout, you've got 2 loops on your layout there, right?
Yep. Correct.
And it's on a 4x8, did you say?
Yep.
Now tell me, Ben. Tell me about making the layout there. So, did you make that yourself?
Well, I I painted the board on top. I'll tell you that much.
Okay.
Me and my dad did the bench work together. This is a very sturdy table. I can actually get up and walk around on this tabletop if I need to.
Yeah. It's kind of like ours we got here. Mine is very sturdy only because I don't really know how to make anything but really sturdy stuff.
It's incredibly sturdy. The bolts holding it together are massive, too.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
There's like huge bolts holding this thing together,
yeah.
so it's very sturdy. Me and my dad built the benchwork together. Then I painted the board and we screwed it down. You can see the screws for it. There.
Yeah.
There's one back there, and then there's two over here. One's under that cabin over there. So, but yeah, you could say I mostly built it myself, but my dad helped me with the bench work because I don't know how to do that stuff very well on my own.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's neat. So then, on your channel here, I've seen the layout go through a lot of different versions of what you like on it, the track work and everything like that. Tell us about how the evolution of the track on your layout.
Well, it used to be just two loops. The 031 curves were on the outside, and I had 027 track on the inside. And the 027 loop went through many variations. It had a siding on it, it had a crossover loop, it had kind of a weird U-turn type thing on it where it would go this way, it would make a big U-turn, and then it would just kind of get cut off and go like that. It was the 027 and replaced it with all O gauge, so now the 031's on the inside and the 042's on the outside. So I can run bigger trains and run them faster too. My GG1 doesn't really like the 031 curves.
Oh no!
It derails pretty much every time it goes on it, but now I can run it on the outside. I can run them much faster now too, like I said before.
Oh yeah.
So.
That's cool. So what are some of your favorite trains that you've got?
All right.
Let's see. Probably just.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, okay. Well, George, you probably just asked an impossible question to answer because pretty much like all of them, but NW2s are easily one of my favorites. I've got the Alcos as my one and only F3 for right now. I'd like to get more.
Is that one
soon?
2383 you got there?
2243.
Gotcha.
It's the only single-motored F3 that with the Santa Fe road number. I really want one of the big two-motored ones, like a 2353 or something like that. I especially want some of the big silver aluminum cars to go with it, because
the Speedliners.
I only have the 027 ones, and they look pathetic behind this thing because it's so big.
Yeah. But if you had one go-to engine that if you were to like that runs the best that you enjoy running, what would it be?
That would probably boil down between the turbine and the Hudson. Either one of those two.
Yeah, that's cool.
For a scary example, if my house were on fire and I could only save two, it'd be the Hudson and the turbine, probably.
Those would be your go-tos, huh?
Yeah. But,
neat.
Try not to think about that.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
So, all right, now in terms of powering your layout, I know the other day we were talking a little bit on the stream about transformers and what kind of transformer you got. Why don't you give us a little tour of your power?
So I have two CW80s. this is the one that came with my starter set. This one powers outer loop. And this one is one I got not too long ago. Now, actually, this thing is very light. It's hollow.
Oh, really?
Because the insides of the transformer are this.
Oh.
This is the insides of the transformer. This is just a shell.
No kidding.
So it's like the NCA
So-
ones. Yeah, that's cool.
Basically, it's like they took this transformer and then just separated the guts from it. It's kind of strange, but they're both 80 watts. It's plenty of power for this little layout, especially since I don't have very many light-up accessories, except for this, which is actually an American Flyer. I believe it's pre-war.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Crossing gate. This is going to be illuminated at some point. I don't have a light for it yet. And the Boy Scout cabin back there. Eventually, I'd like to put a switch here and make like a little siding and probably put an activator track or two on it.
Oh, yeah.
I have a little trackside bin set aside for that, so hopefully that can get done soon. But yeah, I really don't need anything bigger than these because 80 watts is plenty, I think.
Yeah.
They run the trains just fine. I think the only thing that would really cause these two to be no good anymore is if I started putting tons of operating accessories on, but I don't think I'm going to do that anytime soon, so...
Yeah. Or you expand.
Yeah, or if I expand, so... Which if I did, I really like those old post-war KW Transformers. I'd probably get one of those.
KW, huh?
Those are
Over the
cool.
ZW?
Probably. The ZW would be good for a huge layout. I know my grandfather used one of those.
Yeah.
He used a ZW, and it was a Type S transformer, I believe. It was an 80 watt from late 1940s, I believe. So, I don't know, I like the look of the KWs. I'd probably get one of those if I needed something bigger.
Yeah.
Because they're also cheaper, too.
Oh, yeah. Guess that does play a big part. But, yeah. So what, do you have any future plans for the layout? Like, I don't know, like, in terms of, like, track plans? I saw that, the other day you said you ordered some switches. So,
I'm planning on ordering switches.
Oh,
I did
okay.
not order them yet.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
like I said, I'll either get two and put one here and probably one back there and do like a reversing loop. But I think what I'm gonna do actually is do, like I said, one here and make a siding that goes along here and put an activator track on it.
Yeah,
So, there's that. That's probably what I'll most likely end up doing is just get a switch and do a siding.
Mhm.
So, other than that, I had intended to do like an elevated loop.
Yeah.
I might go back to that plan at some point in time, but I did this for now because I think this is probably the way it's going to stay for quite a while.
Yeah.
The whole third loop thing might be for just a future layout entirely, probably not for this layout.
Mhm.
Probably just for a whole other layout entirely, so...
Yeah. So when it like comes to the
And actually,
oh, sorry, you can go.
speaking of other layouts, I'll have to see if I can find a video from my old YouTube channel
Yeah.
where it actually had my old 3x7 hollow door layout. I'll have to see if I can find a link for that and maybe put it up on my channel or something.
Yeah.
Because that was a really cool layout. It was incredibly noisy, though. It was
Really.
fast track on top of a hollow door, which is probably about as noisy as you can get.
Yeah.
So,
Probably like buzz too.
but
Yeah.
as you can see, there is film under here to help
Oh yeah. The sound.
So does that mean we can call you a
insulate
Homer?
it.
I kid.
We'll probably put something else under there in the future, but there's also little rubber pieces. The camera might not even be able to see it.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
little
yeah.
rubber pieces under the tie there that help with vibration. So they're under each piece. You could probably see it
Yeah.
right there. I think so. There's that, but
That's cool.
yeah, in terms of future plans, I honestly don't know. I'd like to get more trains, actually. I think a goal I've set for myself is to get one of each post-war turbine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right now I have a 671, so I still have 3 more to go before I can complete that goal.
What's your favorite of all those turbines?
The 682 I think is probably the nicest and what most people would recommend because it has the white stripe and the little oiler arm. But the 671 had the cool green passenger cars. It didn't have magnet traction, but had the cool green passenger cars, so probably that one.
So Ben, I want you, if you can, let's keep talking. I love to talk, but let's get some of these trains running. I know that some people want to see that post-war stuff run, and I'm of the camp that not enough post-war stuff runs these days. What do you think?
Oh yeah, there you go. You got the good old tubular track sound. I love that sound.
So Ben, can you hear me? Guess not.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem.
So,
It's a nice vacuum cleaner.
yeah. I know someone had said something about this, that they saw my brother in the one video, and all of his vacuums.
Those are your brothers, huh?
Yeah, he collects vacuum cleaners.
Yep.
No?
If I can even open the closet door, just to show you real quick.
Oh, check that out.
Wow. I need to hook him up with my wife. She likes the vacuum.
Yeah.
So Ben, can you do me a favor? We've got some choppy video over here, and I apologize about that. But when you're moving your camera, if you wouldn't mind moving it a little bit slower as you pan around the layout.
Yeah.
Thanks, bud.
So, if there's any like future plans like you will have for your collection, I know you said you wanted to get one of each turbines, but are there anything else that you want to like add to the collection in the future?
I'd like to get more F3s, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
I also,
All right, so
some of the...
before you move off that one, not to keep the thought that you have in your mind. You see a train shop on fire, and it's got every single F3 in the train shop, and you can run in and save one F3. Which one is it?
Probably one of the New York Central ones, I'd say.
New York Central's your go-to, huh?
Yep.
All right. So go ahead. I
Either-
didn't interrupt that thought. So F3 and the other trains that you're talking about that you'd like to get?
There's the Lionel K4s. I'd really like to get probably one of each of those two. They're a little bit easier to find.
Yeah.
So there's that. But there's also plenty of Lionel Hudsons. I only have one Hudson. It's the 665. I'd like to get more of those.
Yeah.
Especially, as you could probably guess, the 700E.
Oh yeah.
I know I know George showed me the K-Line one. I'd probably get that one. That one looks pretty nice.
That is a nice one.
So
That one that they made in 1990, the Lionel one, is a beautiful, beautiful rendition too. It just doesn't have the command control electronics that the.
yeah,
But that's another one that if you look hard enough, you can find that one for a lot less than what they sold for originally, but still kind of pricey. So Ben,
Yeah.
I got a question for you. This is from a parent's perspective. One of the things, knowing and watching your channel, that impresses me the most is you seem to buy a lot of trains on eBay and scout them out and find really, really good prices for them. What do you do for money? What do you do to earn money to buy your trains?
well, me and my dad sell in the flea market during the spring. That's where I got most of my money from. So, although, keep in mind, most of the stuff I show you guys on Discord is mostly just what I'm thinking of buying. It's not what I actually buy.
Yeah.
Sure.
So,
What do you guys sell at the flea market?
and I know we're eager for this quarantine thing to be over, so the flea markets will open again, so we can get back to that.
Yeah.
I know I'd love to.
Yeah, that sounds cool. So Ben, you bought stuff off eBay, I'm assuming too, right?
Yes.
What do you think your best deal that you've gotten off of eBay is? Like the one that you were the most happy about?
I've only bought one thing from eBay, and it was the Lionel 204s, but I think out of everything that I will probably buy from eBay in the future, I think the 204s is the best deal.
Really?
I got them for like $90 plus the shipping.
Oh wow, yeah.
So
You said you go to train shows too, right?
yes.
What are the best deal that you've gotten there?
I got 89 out AA units for $75.
Oh wow, okay.
What was
Train
that?
show, I got my autoloader car for $25.
Oh wow, yeah. That's a good one.
Here's that 8913 there. This is a 2-motored Alco.
Oh yeah, check that out.
I got this and the dummy unit from the train show, both for $75.
Wow.
So, now this is the one that I said I did a tug of war with my trains like 4, maybe 5 years ago. It was this and the 665. This is a 2-motored Alco. It has 4 traction tires, 2 on each wheel, on each set of drive wheels anyways. And would you believe that this thing lost to a single-motored post-war Hudson?
Oh, I can believe
Two-motored
that. I can believe that.
Two-motored Alco lost to a Hudson, single-motored. Now I was shocked, I'll admit, because I actually expected this one to win.
Those ones with the little can motors in the trucks, they don't really pull that well. They're fast though.
Oh yeah, this thing would be great for drag racing. You have no idea. This thing on the carpet, when I ran it a few years back, eventually it got going so fast that when it hit the turn, it just flew straight off.
Yeah.
Off the curve. It's that fast. It'd be good for a drag race. Maybe not for a like
train race.
not for a regular one like
yeah.
what the NW2s are good for. It wouldn't be good for something like that, but it'd be good for a drag race.
Yeah. That's cool.
So, and one thing I would like to say too, I don't think no one has ever really asked about this before, but this thing back here, it's not even Lionel. It's
Oh, really?
ceramic.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have a candle in it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Hence why there's that hole there, but I put this little car in it because it's tiny. I use it like a garage. I don't think anyone's ever really noticed that that's made out of ceramic before.
That's cool. My cousin.
Not even my family members have come over to see this before.
Wow. My cousin's a sucker for those ceramic buildings. He's
Yeah.
got all. He's got a
I
ton
got
of
that
those.
thing for like 50 cents when we were down at the beach at some
Oh,
thrift
really?
store.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, that looks like it would fit on my with my trains pretty well. I think I'll buy that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kick this back out to everybody who's listening on the stream. First off, let me just give a couple of plugs. One, smash that like button so we can get some more likes. Two, make sure if you're on the stream and you haven't subscribed to Ben's channel to subscribe if you can. I'd like to really help out everybody who's here and especially Ben, who's been generous enough to come on our channel and share today. So check out his channel. There's a link in the description below. And then, where was I going with this? I had to, I wanted to throw this out there for everybody too. Is there any questions that anybody's got in the stream for James of his train collection and his train layout?
You mean Ben?
James. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at. Okay. Sorry, Ben.
James is my cousin.
Yeah. Okay. I was looking at the stream right now and seeing some stuff that was posted on the stream, and I was reading James, but thinking Ben. So sorry about that. Anybody have any questions for Ben? So what right now are you looking at or shopping out on eBay?
Is a Marks 666. I only have 5 Marks engines, and the best one is a 333. That's the one that came in that original box down there.
Oh yeah, check that out.
I think it's the biggest Marks engine that they made, at least the biggest steam engine, because it is gigantic.
Really?
And comes with 3 really cool looking passenger cars.
Oh, cool.
But I really like the Marks stuff. That's the thing that most people don't know. They probably mostly think I'm all post-war line out, but I stuff, and as you could say, I have a soft spot for Marks. So that's mostly why I'm looking for that Mark 666, because it's so cheap, and I figured I could get a good deal on it. So
Charlie said that he likes your R's Trains billboard, James, and then he puts Ben in
Oh no. We're gonna have to we're gonna have to see if we
the
can
R's
send you.
trains.
Oh, I like that. You made that yourself, huh?
No, it was the card that came with the station in the mail.
Oh, check that out.
Hey,
Actually.
yeah. Corey's got himself some business cards.
He's trying to make it to 1,000 subscribers, so I put that as a billboard so that
Nice.
when you see it in my channel,
some cutting edge stuff there. Old
Yeah.
GFW Trains ain't got nothing like
Oh
that.
yeah, that's right. Corey's got his beat.
you should make some.
Big time.
Yeah, we should make some. That sounds like a good idea.
So, and just a little fun fact: when I film most of my videos, that last video I filmed, I was standing here. I think that's where I'm gonna film most of my videos now.
That's a good looking
So you
shot
gotta
from
stand-
right there.
On the couch.
Yeah, stand on the couch and film from here. Get a whole view of the layout. So,
So let's
so I mean that's
run some
mostly
more trains. Ben,
it for that.
let's run some more trains. So we saw the NW2. Do you feel comfortable putting something else on besides those ones?
Sure, why not? I pulled this thing out right at the last second.
Yeah. When you think Lionel Trains, that's what you think of, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess George, your sister's not here anymore to appreciate this.
Oh,
So.
the Santa Fe Queen went upstairs for dance classes.
All right, so there's that.
Where'd you get that one,
Move this big guy.
Ben?
That I got for Christmas.
Nice.
I was looking through my old Lionel book and trying to see if I could ask my mom what I wanted for Christmas. I came across this. I'm like, that's kind of cool. That's really nice. And I'm like, would it be difficult for you to maybe find this for me for Christmas? She said, I'll see what I can do. So I got this thing and like 5 freight cars for it.
Oh, that's a great Christmas gift.
So she found like 5 other freight cars, nice and cheap on eBay. So that was my big present. I basically got a train set, just minus the track and the transformer.
So, got a question here from the stream. James Ring is asking, do you like the F3s with the black trucks or the silver trucks?
Well, the silver trucks are usually the dual-motored ones, with the exception of the 2383. So if it's got silver trucks, it's either been painted or it's a post-war dual-motored one. So
which one do you like better?
Probably the silvered ones. Like I said earlier, I really want one of the 2-motored, like a 2353 or a 2343. You know what would be really sweet is the 2343 with the passenger cars that it sold with in 1952 for $90.
Oh, yeah.
I have that set in a catalog.
Imagine buying
That's
that
the one I'd
like,
really
for $90 nowadays. Like,
You would be super lucky.
oh yeah.
It's a very smooth runner. Probably is pretty quiet too.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Man, those are beautiful.
Hopefully that won't block. Nope, never mind. I'm sorry, again, I can't really hear you guys. The layout's too loud.
No problem. Just show us those trains, bud. We love watching those trains.
Gonna try to go slow here.
So, Ben, can you hear me?
What's that?
So I got a question from the stream. Diesel, steam, or electric?
Diesel.
Really?
Depends on what diesel, though.
What's your favorite diesel?
Like here, it depends what kind of diesel, or what kind of steam.
Yeah, yeah.
If you're talking about just like a steamer like this one, then I'd pick diesel over steam. But if you're talking about something like a Hudson or something, then I'd pick
Yeah.
steam.
I think I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, I
think
think
my
so,
dad is
too.
Yeah.
Like I'd pick a Hudson over an F3,
Oh.
but I would pick say like an NW2 over, what would you call these? I guess a prairie steamer
Yeah.
thing.
I've got a question for both of you.
All right. Jordan's got a question, Ben. For both of you and I.
All right.
Would you rather get a scale Hudson or a 63 Hudson, I think, right? That's the one with the Pennsylvania tender, correct?
Okay, 64
No,
Hudson.
64 Hudson. Or would you get a GG1?
Ooh.
So a 64 Hudson or a GG1?
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's a tough one, huh?
I'd probably get the 64 Hudson because it had the
The whistle.
New York Central tender with the reversed water scoop on it.
When it did, it came both with the Pennsylvania and the New York Central. Right, I forgot.
Yeah.
So
I'd want the New York Central one with the reversed water scoop. They only made like 80 of those tenders. They're like extremely rare. I want one of those. But again, it also depends what GG1 are we talking here, like a 2330 or just like a 2332 or something.
I think that's the green one, right?
yeah, so there's a green and a Tuscan one.
No. So then the green
Yeah.
2340.
Speaking of
2340. Yeah, I'd probably still go with the Hudson.
if they had good stripes, I'm going with the 2340. If they had good stripes.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn this camera around here.
All right. So we got some more questions for you. Sam, Texas Train Master, is asking if you like any Texas railroads.
I mean, I've got a Texas Special.
Do you like any Texas railroads?
Sure.
Anyone in particular? The Katie, I bet, right?
Yeah, probably. That's the other NW2 I looked at was a 600 MKT from 1955. It was a little single axle magnet traction. That was a pretty cool looking one.
Oh yeah. And then another
They're
one from,
usually about $60 in a decent shape, so.
Yeah. We have a question from Iron Fox 7. He says, "How many trains do you have?"
Give me a few hours here. I gotta count.
How about a guess?
Like, probably I'd say close to 150 pieces overall, but just locomotives.
Yeah.
Probably 23.
Oh, that's a
maybe.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's actually a fairly small collection. I think I've said this before that the stuff that I have is only about 30% of collection.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could have seen the collection he had a 6x12 layout, and he put all of his boxes under it, just like I did. And the whole underside of the layout was covered with boxes. You couldn't even see the carpet under the layout.
Yeah.
Just to give you a general idea. All of the trains I have would probably be 4 of those boxes, maybe less.
Oh wow.
In comparison to everything, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he had a lot of cool stuff. Like I said, this also he had a 763E. That was a semi-scale Hudson.
Oh yeah.
Very very similar to the 700E actually. And he also had, what was the other one that he had? He had a bunch of little pre-war stuff. I think he had 4 or 5 tin plate locomotives.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was from 1918 or something.
Oh wow.
Along with this little guy, which is from the 30s.
Yeah.
From the Great Depression era. That's why he looks so weird. Cause here.
You gotta sell stuff, yeah.
You look at this.
Oh, I love
which
that.
was a later pre-war era locomotive. I believe this one is from 27 to 29, I think.
Oh wow.
Ooh, I love the look of that one.
Someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it's early 30s, late 20s. Maybe earlier than that, but yeah, this one's from the 1930s, so it's not the oldest of the pre-war era, but you look at the way they built stuff.
Yeah.
In the Great Depression versus the stuff that wasn't in the Great Depression. So, I believe this was one of the first die-cast locos. It was just this model in general, not this exact one. But there's this type of engine in general is one of the first. So.
That is a pretty cool engine.
That's beautiful looking. And the tender is not die-cast, so is it?
sheet metal. So this one's very similar to the 221 Dreyfus Hudson. This one's basically just an older version of it.
Right. Well,
doesn't run nearly as well though. But
there for a second. I think it's my computer actually.
I was gonna say your sound just cut out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my computer's really pushing the max on what it can do right now, doing the stream and doing the Discord OBS. It's a good computer, but it's expecting it to do a lot here.
There we go.
Good.
Okay.
So Ben, we have a
Yeah, I didn't
question-
catch like anything that you said before.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
All right, go ahead, George.
So we have a question from Jidoku Samurai, and he's asking, which item on your layout holds the most sentimental value? Since you said a lot of it was from your grandpa.
Well, I mean, there's always the 2026 set, which was his first one.
Yeah.
There's that Marks 333, which was his first actual train. I mean, you've got. I believe I remember asking him maybe 2 or 3 times what his favorite train was, and he always said it was the yellow diesel, the anniversary set.
Oh really?
So probably that one. Yeah. I believe the story is that he got his Marks train for Christmas one year, and he wanted a Lionel anniversary set because he got his first train in 4950 when the anniversary train first came out.
Oh yeah.
So he wanted the anniversary train as his first one, and I don't know, I guess his dad didn't get him that one. He got him this, because the anniversary set was really expensive when it came out.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, the story was that he was disappointed, but he still played with the 2026 because he got a Lionel like he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But if you notice, the cowcatcher is a lighter color on this one.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you 3 guesses as to why it's lighter.
Fell off the train layout and was replaced.
I don't know how you know that because it's exactly right. I'm guessing you probably watched one of my videos, but yes, it fell off of his little 4x8 layout that was on sawhorses. It fell off and cowcatcher sheared right off the front of the engine, so they had to get it replaced. It's the right cowcatcher, it's just a different color. So that's the story behind this one. Here's the whole set.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
Just got that set on there.
Yep. So for those of you that don't know, and you may have explained this already, what's the anniversary set that you're speaking about?
Okay, so yeah, for those of you who don't know, it's pretty much something that almost every post-war collector has. And if you don't, it's probably something that's extremely desirable. But I think it's like I said, it's something that every post-war collector gets eventually. And the only reason I have one is because it was my grandfather's. If he didn't have it, then I probably wouldn't have it either right now because they're very expensive.
Oh yeah.
And hard to find in a complete shape for a good price.
I know my grandpa. He
So-
took him forever to piece together that set. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
My grandfather was lucky enough to find it at a train show for like it was all together, but I think it cost him
Oh
probably
yeah.
something like $600
Oh yeah.
because it is an absolutely beautiful shape. So yeah, it cost him a lot. And my mom actually remembers when he came home with it back in like sometime in the early 80s.
Yeah.
I think he stopped by a train show or a train shop after work and bought it.
Oh wow.
And my grandma wasn't too happy with him because he spent a lot of money on it. I saw something on Facebook that said, like, it was like the rules of the train man. Buy something expensive but cool, and then quickly run home and sneak it upstairs before your wife can say anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much what my grandfather did because, yeah, she wasn't too happy with him that he bought it because it was so expensive.
We have another question, and this is actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, this is a great one.
So you know a lot about post-war stuff, and I'm assuming you know a little bit about 64 boxcars. Which one's your favorite?
I don't know. I've got a couple. If I can get down here, remove this box to get to my boxcars. This is my entire box that is packed full of boxcars. I've only got 2 of these little cheap ones. These are the 6014 027 plug door boxcars. These ones look really nice on my layout because of how small it is, but I only have 2 of them. So probably I've got this Baby Ruth one, which is not a 6464, it's a 2454, but it's really cool. I've also got the Western Pacific one in here.
Oh yeah, check that out.
And then there's I really like the ATSF operating boxcars. Even though they're like very simple and very common, I really like those.
Yeah.
But I can easily tell you what my favorite plug door boxcar is. It's I believe the number on it, the exact number is 50. It's a Libby's tomato juice boxcar.
Really?
It's a very strange boxcar, but I really like the design on it.
That's cool.
Either that or the giraffe car with the operating giraffe in it.
Ah, yes.
It's not really a plug door boxcar, but it's based off of one. That's really cool. Now, if this quarantine thing is over by like November, my church should be doing its bazaar thing, which is basically where people who want to make ornaments and baked goods and stuff, and they sell them as like a fundraiser. Me and the guy who dresses up as Santa always bring trains to set up on the tabletop. It's a big circular tabletop. It's probably about half as big as this layout. And they put the great big, like 20-foot tall Christmas tree on it.
Oh really?
And we set up two trains on 027 tracks so we can fit 2 loops. And we run the 2 trains. He has a little Santa Fe 080, and last year I brought my 221 Dreyfus Hudson.
Oh yeah, that's a cool one.
And hopefully, if the quarantine thing's over, we can resume that, and I could bring my train there. I'll definitely have to film a video about that. So, but he has a neat little draft car that we always set up there. So,
That's cool.
New England Railfan Production says that's the one my grandfather has, that Western Pacific 3634 boxcar. Oh, we never got an answer, though, from you about the 6464 boxcar. Hobby Shop's on fire. They have every 6464 boxcar. What are you running out with to say?
I forgot all about this one. It's the State of Maine boxcar, the red, white, blue.
Yep.
That's the one I take. I don't even have one of those, but it's easily my favorite.
James,
I really want one, but they're always like $40 or more whenever I find them. They're so expensive.
James Ring, the person
But I really want one of those.
that asked that question, said that's his favorite too.
Yeah, easily. That's my favorite. I love that thing. But yeah, if I could find one of those for like less than $35, I'd easily buy it.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't have one of those. I'm pretty sure my grandfather, I don't know why I didn't take one when I had the chance from his collection when he was selling it to the hobby shop. He allowed me to take some things from it. I don't know why I didn't take one, because he had like 5 or 6 of those boxcars. I don't know why I didn't take one. It bothers me now that I didn't. But, oh well.
Something to work towards.
So,
Something to work towards. Well, listen, Ben, we're getting on to the end of the show here, so I wanted to just say, hey, thanks a lot for inviting us over and sharing your train layout with us.
well, thank you for having me. Easily.
No,
I really appreciate it. I love to show my collection to people.
Cool. And you got any layout videos coming up on your channel?
Probably. I don't know what the next one could be. You can suggest things to me, people watching the stream.
Well, that'd be good.
If you want.
One quick question from James Ring before we leave you. If you had a railroad, what would you name it? Do you have a name for your railroad?
No, I do not. I actually don't know. It'd probably be something to do with my YouTube channel, I would think. I don't know.
That's good. Well, listen, man, thanks again for having us over, huh, George?
Yeah, thank you.
And for those of you that are on the stream, Ben's a remarkable young man. Check out his YouTube channel. Please go there and comment on his stuff, give him some likes, and then subscribe to his channel. Hopefully, I know that it's a stretch, but hopefully we can get you some more subscribers and pump up your channel to a higher amount, bud.
Yeah, that would be great. But again, hey, I appreciate you guys for letting me to do this. Really, thank you.
Well, thank you. I tell you, I love your channel. I love your passion for trains. I love your passion for old trains and post-war stuff. You're the man, You're the man when it comes to post-war, especially from this next generation.
Yeah, well, it's like I said, it's not often I actually get to show my collection to people, and that is probably one of the things I love most about having all this old stuff, is because even people who aren't into trains, it's like I said, if that church bazaar, like even the people that don't know anything about trains are just, they really like to see someone my age who's playing with them and takes care of them and everything.
Right.
So.
Well,
but hopefully I can, keep this stuff alive for the future generations, but at least my stuff anyways. So yeah, but before I leave here, anyone who has trains like this, is into this hobby, please take care of them, because they're something worth keeping. They really are. Yeah. So.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Well, on that note, Ben, again, thanks so much.
Yeah,
keep your passion going. I hope your YouTube channel keeps growing. I know that we're big fans over here in our house. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we'll see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the booze hit you on the way out.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks, Ben. And we're back. Let me see. Got to hang up the Discord. Got some stuff going on here, George. Did you fill in for me a little bit?
So, that was a cool layout.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was fun.
Really good knowledge of post-war stuff, which I think is really cool.
Well, I love the feel of his layout too, don't you, George?
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of gives you that old-timey.
Yeah, it feels like, when you look at his layout, it brings you back to the 40s, Or the 40s and 50s.
The 50s and 50s, 60s, somewhere in that era.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, I like that too, and I love it. It's like just like such good grassroots passion for everything, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just so cool.
And he knows so much. Like he'll slap around some post-war information on that Discord group. Like
I know, yeah. It's just like, whoa, wow.
And then the other thing that I think that's fun is that he's really amped up everybody else's love of
it's so cool.
Of post-war trains on the Discord too.
Yeah, I love his passion for it. It's something cool. His grandpa was into it, and he just kind of adapted the.
Kind of passed down generation to generation.
Yeah.
Something that us dads like to hear and like to do. I know that we've got some some dads on the channel here, and
Oh yeah.
and some the older generation that really loves to see this next generation picking up on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that's why I do it. Heck,
Yeah. Well, oh, Ben's right back. He said, "Okay, guys, I'm back once again. I can't thank you enough for having me on the stream."
it was our pleasure. The honor was ours, Ben.
Oh, yeah.
It's you're a remarkable young man.
Especially at such short notice too. We normally have it out a week in advance.
Right,
and,
right.
We had to call you up last night, right? Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, thank you so much for being on the stream. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
And just a couple last plugs. Make sure if you're just tuning in that you check out Ben's Trains, his YouTube channel. There's a link in the description below. Go there, watch a couple videos, hit the thumbs up, comment on a couple videos, and then subscribe to his channel. I'm sure that he would appreciate that.
Yeah.
We would appreciate that. Hey, George, do you remember who was the first subscriber to Ben's Trains channel?
Me.
Caught it when he first came out, huh?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I mean, I enjoy his videos. I know you do too.
Oh, I love him. Big O is checking in and saying, hey, hello to Ben's Trains from Princeton, West Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I keep saying James. Oh, my gosh.
I know, yeah, you're never going to hear the end of it from Charlie.
I'm sorry, guys. Did I say James a bunch of times there?
Yeah.
Next time, just hit me in the back of the head, George. Ben's Trains. Ben, I'm sorry, Ben. So check out Ben's Trains channel down there.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that I want to remind everybody, we'll be back on tomorrow. It'll be Mother's Day. I think we're going to have something special for Mom down here.
The purple train.
Hopefully we can run some purple trains. We'll have Mom down here running trains with us.
Yeah.
Sharing some time.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully maybe I can even get my mom on the stream.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Wouldn't that be fun? We get my mom on the stream. Maybe we can
show
operate
off
trains.
Grandma's train from her childhood.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great one. I got Grandma's train from her childhood. We can
get her on the stream. We can have her like tell us the stories of it. I know she used to tell me all the stories about how they had this building blocks and they'd set them up around the tracks and have a marble shoot and they'd go into the gondola and they run the train around. Oh man,
cool.
Good times.
Cool. So we'll be back tomorrow at our normal time. We'll be back at 3:00 tomorrow, and then next week we've got a change in our times. We're going to be starting on Monday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. We're going to be starting at 5:30 instead of our normal time. George has got locked out, got some stuff going on, and it's crunch time for school because he's coming into the home stretch for his school.
Oh yeah.
Which is good for him, and I'm starting to prepare to get back to the brick and mortar office instead of working from home here. And want to do a plug on the Discord server?
Yeah, so if you haven't already, please consider joining the Discord server. We have a great time. In fact, this next week we're gonna probably be doing a bunch of stuff on there, just since there's no stream.
Well, no, there's gonna be a stream.
Well, no, I mean, sorry, no streams on.
It's all right. Just clarify.
Yeah. I know.
So, all right, go ahead.
Anyways, but yeah, so probably be doing a lot of stuff on there, just since we're not doing streaming every day. We're doing every other day, correct?
We're doing it later, same days.
Oh, I thought we were skipping Tuesday
We're doing
and Thursday.
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, never mind. Sorry.
This is what you told me, and so that's what's been on the.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
Okay.
You told
That's
me
good.
Some earlier today. That was never mind. But yeah. So please consider joining, and yeah, we have a good time.
All right. Thanks for joining us. SC Railroad Videography's just checking in. SC Railroad Videography, do me a favor, check out Ben's Trains. If you're just checking in, go back and see the live stream from before. Ben's got an amazing layout and an amazing YouTube channel. So check out his train layout, subscribe to his channel, get on that Discord, and we will see you back here tomorrow at quiz, George. Oh my God. 3 p.m. 3 p.m. like we have for the last month every day. And then we'll see you then.
Don't forget to see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.